Welcome to An Old Guy Builds. This is part 3 of staining a deck and covers staining the deck surface and the top of the stair treads. It's a good idea to put plastic under your paint tray if you want to avoid spills that could cause discoloration. For the deck surface, I use a roller, which gives my deck a smoother coat with consistent color. For the top of the stair treads and the edges of the deck surface where the roller can't reach, I use a 2 or 2.5 inch brush. In the video, you can see that the cut-in has been done and I'm now staining with the roller. Use long strokes with the roller. The longer the stroke, the more even the coating will be. I try for 3 to 4 feet of coverage with each swipe. I use a 6-foot pole, which allows me to stand up straight, avoiding any strain on my back. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Doing that will tell me that you like my content so I can make more videos like this. It also helps YouTube send more viewers like you to my content. Thank you. Don't stain or paint yourself into a corner. Plan on where you'll finish the surface and make sure you've allowed a way to get off the deck. When you apply stain, try not to let the stain overlap the boards you've already stained. When the color is applied over the top of the prior coating, it darkens the board so you can see a color variation. Stain with the roller across 2 or 3 boards. Then continue applying stain to those 3 boards, going from one end of the deck to the other. That avoids stain overlap. When you use the roller, don't load it with so much paint that it drips. As you apply the stain, you reload the stain on the roller when your strokes begin to have some dry spots as you're rolling. After I apply the stain and have the boards an even color, I go back over the boards a few times by rolling over them without adding more stain from the paint tray. This helps to push the stain into the boards, removes any excess stain, and gives a more even surface coating. Try to move all the furniture off your deck, but when you can't clear the deck, use a brush around any objects left on your deck. You can still use the roller on the open parts that you can reach. I discuss basic rules of preparation for staining your deck in part 2 of this video series, so you can check those out in detail. In short, they are: 1. Make sure you have 24 to 48 hours for the deck to dry before it rains, so the stain can dry. 2. Stain when the overnight low temperature will be above 60 degrees. 3. Try not to apply the stain when the sun is directly overhead because the dry time will be reduced. 4. Don't shake the stain because it can create bubbles. You can stir with a stick. When you buy your stain, ask for a few stir sticks, which most sellers will give you for free. When you need to stain around furniture, the process takes a lot more time. But sometimes you don't have a choice, or the objects on the deck are too heavy to easily move. Take your time as you get closer to finishing. I've found that when I get tired after staining for some time, I get more sloppy. The key to a nice looking stain job on your deck is avoiding the color variations that can happen when stain is dripped on the boards. If any dripping does happen, try to complete full brush strokes over the drip to allow it to blend in with the other stain. For the top of the stair treads, I use a brush to get the stain into the corners. I stain from one side to the other, one board at a time. Use long strokes of the paintbrush to get an even coating. In part 4 of this video series, I cover staining the railings, spindles, and posts. Thank you for watching, and enjoy An Old Guy Doing Some Work.